Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Now we're going to start the day. I know we had a bit of fire horse energy at the weekend. It was a bit spicy, but we're going to go again because the thing is with yoga is, I don't know if you noticed, but generally how I structure each week is that we will, at the start of the week, we'll have a flow and then I will generally repeat that. So you'll get that twice that week. And the reason we want to do a fair bit of repetition with a lot of the movements is so that you get to feel them, you get to see the improvement, and you get to also, if we're doing a week on hips, for example, we want to ease into that and then build on that as well. So a little bit more fire horse energy this morning. We're going to start again, knees nice and wide in that grounded child's pose. So just relax your body into the floor, drop those hips to the heels, relax your forehead to the mat, stretch your fingertips forward, and just take a moment to find that breath. So as you inhale, just feel that back rise a little, so we're really oxygenating the body. Just take a moment to breathe a bit of space into those hips. And also just find a bit of a rhythm with that breath. As we ease into our practice, we want to gently awaken with that breath and then some gentle, slow movement. Keep stretching those fingertips forward. So we're really breathing into that spine. And just doing a bit of a mental check-in with yourself as well. See how where your head is at this morning, what you're going to let go of during this class. What do you need to let go of? Shifting that focus, finding that clarity. Before we gently energize. I say gently. Let's take one more big deep breath in here. As you exhale, gently roll those hips up. So really take your time to feel your body unfold. Unwind the spine, drop the hips to the floor. Take the weight into those hands, lift the heart, relax the toes, look up to the sky. Take that breath into that chest space. Big inhale, feel that release down the back. Exhale, send those hips all the way back to child's pose. And let's just keep this moving nice and gently. So hips to heel as you exhale. Inhale, roll the body forward. Feel that spine release, head and neck last to come up. Take that weight into the upper body as we gently warm through those hips. Exhale, send those hips all the way back to child's pose. Sink the hips to the heels. And while we do this, we really want to find that connection and rhythm with the breath and with your body and the movement, which is what Vinyasa is all about. So inhale as we feel the body unfold and drop the hips to the sky. Big breath in as you look up. Exhale, send those hips back. Finding that flow. And what we're doing here, of course, is regulating our nervous system by finding that controlled breath, using those longer exhalations. Open that heart to the sky as you look up. Breathe it in. Exhale, send those hips back. Couple more times, just gently feeling that body start to loosen up as we breathe through the movements, stimulating that collagen, which we're all obsessed with at the moment, in the joints. It's kind of lubricating those joints, getting them ready. One more time, we're going to roll forward into that upward dog and just hold it here for a moment, breathing into that upper body, drop that head back. As you exhale, take a little look over that left shoulder towards the left toes, little spinal twist. Back to center, over to the other side. My voice is gone. Lift that eye line back to center and let's square those hips back into that all fours position. So your hands are shoulder width apart, spread those fingertips nice and wide, knees are parallel. Let's draw that big circle with the hips all the way around, really loosening through those joints now, the major joints. So we're getting into our shoulders, into the hips. Really breathe through this. Let your head go. Remember, we like to keep it nice and fluid. So you're just feeling it out in your body. I feel like if you only ever have 2 minutes in the morning, you feel really stiff. This is the easiest way, I think, just to unlock those joints and just to loosen the body. Get that breath into the airways. Gently stimulating our digestive system as well, getting that blood circulating around the vital organs. Send it back, other direction, all the way around. Such an easy way to mobilize and awaken the body. Just let that body go where it feels it needs to. Oh, there go the knees. They're just air pockets, we're okay. And gently make our way back to center. Find that all fours position. Let's get a little deeper into the spine with the cat-cows as we inhale. Arch that back, lift the chest up, open the hips. Inhale, look up. Exhale, gently roll it back the other way. Tuck that chin to chest, push into the hands, find that arch through the spine. Inhale, rotate those hips back up to the sky. Open the chest and the heart, look up. Exhale it back the other way. Couple more times using your own breath, and remember holding it anywhere that feels good for you. So if you're particularly tight through your shoulders today or your upper back, you might want to hold it here for that little bit longer as you tuck the chin to chest. In that cat position. Open the body, lift those hips. One more time. And gently make your way back to center. Let's lift those feet off the mat. Give them a little roll out side to side as we tuck the toes and lift those hips into that downward dog. As ever, let's keep it nice and fluid here as we warm up. Bend those knees, pedal out the heels, stretching nice and gently into those hamstrings. Let that head go. Give it a little wobble. Make sure we're not holding onto any tension. Pushing into those hands. Let's drop those hips left to right. And bring those heels back to center. We're going to warm up through the shoulders now. We're going to pull forward into that plank position. Inhale. Nice and strong through the core, squeezing that navel up to the spine. Exhale the hips back to the sky. So roll that body forward, just getting prepared for our sun salutations. Exhale the hips back up. We're going to warm the body. Get that heart rate elevated a little bit. Push those hips to the heels whilst getting everything fired up. Building that strength through the upper body as well. One more time. Hold it here in plank. Squeeze those hips and glutes. Everything nice and strong. Take a breath in. Exhale, send the hips back to the sky. Downward dog. Push those heels. Hold it still here now. As we push the heels to the floor, we really want to get into those hamstrings and just see how they're feeling this morning. Deep breath in. As you exhale, look to the top of the mat. Bend your knees, stepping or hopping into that forward fold. Let's give it a little shake out here, side to side. Feel that body just go. Let your head relax into it in our ragdoll position. Swing it out, letting go of any tension and decompressing that spine. Grabbing onto the elbows if you want to get a little deeper into the upper body. Bring it back to center. We're going to take the left hand down to the mat. Bend that left knee. Keep your right leg extended as we stretch the right arm up to the sky. Look up to the fingertips. Just feel that stretch. You can grab a block here if you find that a little bit challenging on that left side. So you could grab your block. Hold it there. Bring it back down to the other side. Bend that right knee. Extend the left arm up to the sky. Feel that twist and that stretch and lengthening down that left side. Other side, one more time. Left hand to the mat, right arm extends to the sky. Bending through that left knee so that you can reach up. Breathe into that chest opening, back down to the mat. Last time, other side. Look up to those left fingertips, bending through that left knee.
And release down to the mat. Let's reach those arms behind the knees. You can keep the knees bent nice and soft, grabbing each elbow and just really squeezing tight. And release the arms down all the way up to standing. Take your time. Head and neck last to come up.
Open those arms above the head. Bring the palms together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, palms to heart. Lovely. Let's make sure those feet are facing forward, shoulder width apart. Let's just roll those shoulders up and back a couple of times. Letting any tension go through that upper body. Take a big breath in, open the arms above the head, interlace the fingers, push the palms up to the sky, stretching up, little rock onto the balls of the feet. Nice and strong through that core. Just warming up through those toes and the ankles. Release those heels down, push the palms to the sky, exhale over to that right side, feel that release down the left. Back to center, inhale, push the palms over to the other side. Back to center, slight back bend, looking up towards those arms and just pull those arms back. Much as you can, real open through the chest. Bring it back to center, bring those hands behind the back of the head and just open the elbows out to the side. Feel that chest opening. Exhale, push the palms up. Inhale, bring those hands to the back of the head. Open the elbows out. Exhale, push the palms to the sky. One more time. Inhale, hands behind the back of the head. Open those elbows nice and wide. And push the palms all the way to the sky. Release the arms down by your side. Let's prepare ourselves for our first sun salutation. So those feet facing forward, shoulder width apart, nice and strong through the heels, up through the core. Shoulders are relaxed. Take that big breath in as we open the arms up to the sky. Big stretch up. Exhale all the way down to our forward fold. Soften the knees. Halfway lengthen, look up, flat back, straighten the legs. Release down to the mat. Step your feet to the back. Let's flow it out. Pull forward into that plank position. Nice and strong here. Let's just hold that breath for a moment, building that upper body strength. If you need, you can drop your knees down. Otherwise, squeezing that core nice and tight, all the way from the pelvic floor, everything engaged. Exhale, chaturanga, bend the elbows, roll into that upward dog, push into the hands. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Find that stretch, push those heels to the floor. Relax through the spine. Inhale. Exhale the left leg up to the sky. Nice big stretch. We're going to bend that left knee and stack the hip. Now you can hold it here and just feel that stretch. If you want to go all the way down, woo, we can drop that left foot down. Left arm reaches over into that fallen star, reaching those fingertips to the top of the mat. Otherwise, just hold it here. Feel that stretch. And bring it back to center. Step that left foot to the top of the mat. Drop your back knee. Relax those back toes. And let's bring those hands onto that left knee. Feeling that hip flexor release. So just hold it here for a moment. You should feel a very satisfying stretch all the way down this right hip. Big breath in. Reach the arms above the head. Push the palms together. Just lift out of that spine. And release the arms now behind the back. Interlace the fingers, squeeze those shoulder blades together and just really get that a little bit deeper. Make sure those left toes are ahead of that left knee. And release the arms back above the head, down to the left knee. Let's just square up to center and back down. Just that little lift to center and down. One more time. Back down, and then this time we're going to exhale all the way back. Flex those left toes. Roll it forward. Oh, my poor knee. Exhale back, flex the toes. Roll it forward. Just getting that movement through the left. One more time. Deep breath into that hip. Release your hands down to the mat, either side of that left foot. Tuck the back toes. Lift that back leg, pivot the back foot. Open into our warrior one. Nice strong pose. Fingertips reach to the sky, parallel arms. Bending through that left knee. Again, make sure those left toes are ahead of that knee. Back foot slightly pivoted. Open through that chest. Exhale, release the elbows into cactus. So we've got that straight line. Let's get that movement through the upper body. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release, and let's just hold it here. So engaging the arms, so we want to be squeezing the biceps and the triceps. So we're keeping those elbows up. Open that chest as you pull the elbows towards the back of the mat. One more breath here. Exhale, extend the arms back to the sky. Let's open out into warrior two. So we're still bent into that left knee, finding that T-shaped line with the arms, looking towards those leading left fingertips. So we really want to build that inner warrior strength. We're building through the thighs, nice and strong through your core. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Left arm to the back of the mat. Right hand reaches down that back leg. And just feel that lovely pull, hopefully down that left side of the body. Breathe into it as you reach those fingertips. And let's find our flow. Warrior two, bend into that left knee. Exhale, extend the front leg as you reach to the back. Inhale, roll it forward. Exhale, flow to the back of the mat. One more time, we're going to exhale and hold it here. So extend that front leg now, reach your fingertips to that back of the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, cartwheel the left hand to the inside of your left foot, right hand to the sky. Find that Trikonasana pose. Breathing into it, making sure this front leg is extended as much as you can. Again, grab your block here, place it on the inside of the left foot if that helps. Looking up to those right fingertips, finding that lovely straight line with the arms. Our detoxing pose. Let's exhale out all those toxins. Really oxygenating, flooding that digestive system with the good stuff. Gently pulling that left hip back. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, lift it back up to center. We're going to pivot that left foot in a little bit. Bring the heels in just a couple of times and then open the feet again. We're entering our 5-horse energy, guys. So we're going to do a big breath in, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale into our goddess pose. So we're sinking into that squat with the cactus arms. Let's just hold it here for a moment. Heels on the floor, really nice and strong through those thighs, pulling those elbows back. Inhale. Let's get moving. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, back down. Getting into those hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. One more time. Exhale, down. Let's hold it here for a moment. Keep those elbows lifted, don't let them drop. And then as we exhale, we're going to lift the heels and release. Lift and release. 3, couple more to go. Really good. Keep going. Getting fiery. One more time. We're going to lift, hold it here. So really strong, squeezing those elbows back. Arms are engaged. Heels lifted. Oxygenate that body. Get that breath in. Don't forget to breathe. One more breath. Exhale the heels down, reach up to the sky, pivot those feet to face the front, release into that wide-legged forward fold, hands down to the mat. Forehead comes down as much as you can. Just take a little break, find that breath, find that release down the back of the hips. You want to go a little deeper, stretch your hands through your legs to the back of the room. Feel those hips starting to open up. Really good. Making sure that the knees are extended. If you're finding it a little bit difficult, try opening your feet a little wider so you've got that bigger gap between the legs. Just allows you to go that little bit deeper. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, gently lift the body back up to center. Open the arms above the head, stretch to the sky. Pivot that front foot. Let's open back into that strong warrior two. Finding our inner warrior. We're channeling that energy, that adventurous spirit for the week ahead or the year ahead. But especially on a Monday morning. Deep breath in. Lift that head and head up towards the ceiling. Strong posture. Exhale, cartwheel the hands either side of that front foot. Pivot the back foot. Step that left foot to the back. Let's flow it out. We're going to roll forward into plank. Exhale the hips back to the sky. Let's keep it moving. Inhale, roll that body forward. Exhale the hips, heels down. One more time.
And this time we're going to hold it here for a moment. Give it a little rock out. Getting into those wrists. So rock the body forward a few times. Back to center. Squeeze that navel nice and tight. And exhale, chaturanga. Bend the elbows. Roll into that upward dog. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes. Hips up to the sky. Find that downward dog. Push the heels to the floor. Take a moment here to catch your breath. Really pushing through those heels. Lift the hips up to the sky. Let that head go so we've got that lovely alignment through the spine. Looking good, ladies. Love it. Hold it here. Push those heels to the floor. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to send that right leg up to the sky. Nice big stretch. And then bend and stack that right foot. So you're stacking it over to the other side. You're going to have to move. If you do want to try your fallen angel, you can drop that right foot down. Lift those right fingertips overhead. Back to center. Or just hold it where it is. And release that leg back up to the sky. Step the right foot to the top of the mat between your hands. Drop the back knee. Relax the toes. Make sure those right toes are ahead. Hands onto that right knee and let's just find that hip flexor stretch. Feel that release all the way down the left. Drop those shoulders down. Make sure that tension's not creeped up. Exhale the arms above the head, interlace the fingers, push the palms up to the sky, big stretch and opening through that upper body. Exhale the hands behind the back, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lift and open through the chest. And bring those arms all the way back down to that right knee. Let's square those hips up for one. Exhale down, inhale, lift. Keep that movement down that right side. One more time. And this time we're going to send it all the way back. Flex those toes. Roll the body forward. Flex the toes as the hips come back. Back to center. One more time. Sink into that low lunge. Feel that stretch. And drop your hands either side of your front foot. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back leg. Let's pivot that back foot. Open into warrior one. Reach the arms to the sky. Palms are parallel. Sinking into that right knee. Opening through that chest. Exhale those elbows to cactus. Inhale, reach. Get that movement going through the upper body. Elbows down. Up to the sky. One more time and we're going to hold it here. Pull those elbows back. Squeezing those arm muscles. Deep breath in. As you exhale, reach the arms back up to the sky. Pivot into that warrior two. So we're still bent into that right knee. Finding that straight line with the arms. Arms are engaged into a warrior two. Nice and strong. Looking towards those leading fingertips. Reverse warrior. Right arm stretches to the back of the mat. Feel that pull and release all the way down this right side. Inhale. Exhale, flow it out. Warrior two. Extend the front leg. Reach to the back. And for two, three, one more time. Use that breath, exhale and hold it here. Stretch those fingertips to the back of the mat, extending through the front leg now. Feel that pull. Exhale, cartwheel the right hand inside of the right foot, left hand to the sky, open through the chest. Gently pull that right hip back. And just breathe into that chest space. One more time. Exhale, lift that right arm back up to center. Pivot that front foot and let's edge those feet in a little bit more. Open the toes out to the side into that squat position. Deep breath in, lift the arms to the sky. Back into our goddess pose, sinking and finding that pose, keeping those elbows up. Nice and strong, ladies, as we pull the elbows back. Engage through that core. Inhale, reach. Exhale it down. Inhale, stretch.
Exhale, goddess. One more time. And we're going to hold that position here. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the heels and back down. For 2. And down. 3. And 4. Almost done. 1 more. 5. And we're going to lift the heels. Hold it there. Keep those elbows up. Don't let them drop. Nice and strong. Look at that inner goddess. Really nice. Building through that strength throughout the body without even moving. See if you can sink those hips out a little bit deeper. And release the heels. Really good. Stretch up to the sky. And we're going to bring the arms all the way down to the mat and just start bending through those knees, making your way down towards that squat position. We're just going to end on our malasana. See how deep we can get. See where those hips are today. We've warmed them up nicely. If it feels good just to do this, just warm up into it, side to side, elbows on the inside of the knees. We want those feet flat on the ground, ideally. Drop the hips down, bring the palms together. Full malasana squat. If that is a little bit much, grab your block. You can hold onto your block here. You might be a little bit more up here. Don't worry. It's all about, some people can naturally, just how your hips are aligned. Some people will naturally drop down into this, no problems. For others, it just depends on the rotation of your hips, where they sit within your body. You might never get down to this position. It doesn't matter. All our bodies do different things. But if you can get down, oh God, that feels tight. Hold it there, really nice. Couple more breaths. Find that focus. And release the hands down, really nice. Give it a little walk out side to side. And just gently make your way out. Lift those hips to the sky. Just get into a bit of a forward fold here as well. Feel that stretch. And gently roll it up to center. Open the arms above the head. Pivot back into warrior 2. Find that last strong pose. Reach those fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands either side of your front foot. Pivot that back foot. Let's flow it out. Right foot to the back. Pull forward into plank. Chaturanga bend the elbows. Roll to our upward dog. Nice big stretch. Take a breath in. And exhale the hips to heels. Open those knees nice and wide. Back to child's pose. Relax your forehead into the floor. And let's just take a few breaths to slow that heart rate back down. Woo. Allow your body to relax into the floor. Calm that nervous system with a long, slow breaths out. Bring your hands into prayer if that feels good. One more big deep breath in. As you exhale, reach those fingertips forward. Take a look up to the top of the mat. Just slide those fingertips, lift the hips at the same time. Get a little deeper into that upper body in our puppy pose. And exhale, roll the body forward. Just come onto the elbows, into our sphinx. Just a little lift up. Inhale. Exhale, roll the body down, push into the hands, and let's make our way into that seated position, cross-legged on the mat. Take that deep breath in, lift the arms above the head, bring the palms together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, palms to heart. Namaste. Well done, everybody. I know it's a bit of a fiery one for our horse adventure year of the horse, but hopefully that set you up nicely for the week. I'll be back on Wednesday evening so we can get into some really nice deep stretches and relaxation as well if you're feeling a little bit achy from that. But yeah, otherwise have a fabulous week and I'll see you Wednesday evening. Bye Zoe, bye Helena. Oh, lovely to see you. Have a good week. Bye.